Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Lorenzo, and this is Indie Comics Review. This is the show where every week I review 3 indie comics, and this is the kind of content that you find interesting. Be sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button. So let's get started. The first comic this week is Popstar Assassin, and this is Popstar Assassin number 1, I should say. Number 2 should be coming out pretty soon. This is on the Behemoth label, and it is written by Ed Lavalier and illustrated by Marcello Basile. Popstar Assassin takes place in Vegas in 1977. This Elvis impersonator, who goes by Bruce, is about to take the stage at an off-the-strip joint called the Red Pepper Roadhouse. Bruce isn't your typical Elvis impersonator. He seems to have a secret. He definitely, I should say, has a temper, and he mercilessly just chews out his manager for not getting him a dressing room with a toilet. When Bruce steps into the alley to take a leak, he's joined by a guy named Molly. Molly proceeds to start an awkward conversation with Bruce, letting him know that he knows who he is and what his secrets are. By the time Bruce finishes draining the weasel, he's encountered G-Men, a bag lady with a tote bag full of grenades, and helps save the Marilyn Monroe impersonator who also works at the club from a bunch of wise guys. He returns to the Roadhouse where the shit really begins to hit the fan. This is another one of those great-looking, well-produced comic books posing as pop art from Behemoth, and nobody does it better than these guys. I'm not familiar with the creative team, but they really did a fantastic job. There are times I don't really know what's going on, but I can't look away because it just looks so gorgeous. Plus, anything retro just gets my attention right away. I pre-ordered 2 copies of this book just based on the appearance and just based on the name of the book and the way the covers looked. And I was prepared for another letdown like Free Snow, which I recently just found in the dollar bin. But I was pleasantly surprised when I read this book. If you like eye candy, coupled with a few laughs, and I think Popstar Assassin might just be what you're looking for. Check it out. Next book is Regarding the Matter of Oswalds' Body, number 1. This is on Boom Studios, and it's written by Christopher Cantwell and illustrated by Luca Casalangia. It's October 1981, Fort Worth, Texas, and for some reason the body of Lee Harvey Oswald is being exhumed. That reason turns out to be the identity of the person buried in his grave has been questioned. Next, we're flashed back to early November 1963, and this lays out the events that lead up to the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. There's a mysterious man who calls himself Frank, and Frank is assembling a team. This team is a group of people from different walks of life. A two-bit hood who's so down on his luck that he's robbing banks that have no money. He came in to afford ammo for his gun. A car thief who's trying to go straight and pursue his dreams of becoming the next Bob Dylan. A trust fund kid who's been turned down by the FBI, the CIA, the IRS, and everybody in between because he's secretly gay. And a civil rights activist that was rotting in jail because she wanted a sandwich in a restaurant. What all these people have in common is Frank knows their secrets and is using them to do his bidding. I was all ready to dismiss this book as a Department of Truth wannabe, but it's definitely not that. The story specifically deals with the Kennedy assassination and Oswald. Sure, there's some similarities to Department of Truth, but not a lot. The Frank character is different than Lee, and it has a lot more of a Suicide Squad vibe than Department of Truth. The first and last page contain text that suggests that there may be a paranormal slant to the story as well. I love Department of Truth, but I found that this book was a lot easier to read because of the story and the more traditional artwork and the layout. So it was really quite enjoyable. There's no big reveal to speak of, but I'm interested enough to come back and see where Regarding the Matter of Oswald's Body is going to go. Last book is What's the Furthest Place from Here, number 1. This is on Image, and it's written by Tyler Boss, or I should say it's drawn by Tyler Boss, and written by Matthew Rosenberg. Some sort of apocalyptic event has occurred, and a group of kids are holding themselves up in this old record store. We get a South Park-like roll call, like a list of the characters on the first page, but I don't think all of them appear in the first issue. From what I could gather, the kids may have been put there by these mysterious creatures. They refer to them as the strangers, these tall, dark beings that they come and go as they please. In the first issue, one of the kids returns to the hideout. He'd been gone for a while, but he staggers to the front door with an arrow on his back. The kids, anxious to avenge their friend, rush out to the street and get caught in a Jets Sharks kind of a street fight with a gang who wears cartoon pig masks. When they return, their fallen comrade is gone and presumed dead. This is a big comic with a lot to take in. Actually, there are a lot of questions also that remain unanswered. What was the apocalyptic event? Was it alien or was it mankind's doing? The kids talk about things like never growing old, and one of them appears to be pregnant. All that aside, the hero of the book pretty much is music and the love of music. Each character has an album that identifies them. Being trapped in a record store can only make you closer to music since that's all you have. Personally, my relationship with music is different than some people's, and young people's relationship with music, I think, is the point of this story. When I was young, I thought that the musicians and the artists that I used to just love to listen to, I thought these were just gods who walked the earth. And music was such a big thing, and it resonates a lot more with the younger people, I think, than with people my age. It's not that we don't like music still, we still enjoy music. It's just that music is just your everything and you're just so immersed in it. And this is the kind of, I think, motivation and love that that's coming from Boss and Rosenberg in this book. There's a special edition that comes with a record for each issue. It's just a celebration of music and comics blended together. Even now, personally, I can't listen to anything except music that has no lyrics in it if I'm reading a comic book. Same when I'm trying to draw or create or write something. I can't have, especially writing, or I should say, and reading comics. Maybe it's just something to do with the words. Just maybe I'm dyslexic or something like that. Maybe other people have the same problem. But some people listen to any music and read at the same time, and that's the intent of this whole record with the book is about. It really intended for you to use it as a soundtrack. And Tyler Boss tends to leave a lot to his readers, as witnessed by the last series I read by him was just Dead Dog's Bite, which left me with a lot of questions, even though I did enjoy the book. So where I'm at right now, I'm kind of in that same place with this book. There's some things that kind of went over my head, but I'll definitely be back for issue number 2. So that's going to do it for this Indie Comics review. And I know I promised you guys Artist Alley for this episode, but I'm sorry, I had to make some adjustments, and I'm not going to be able to do it this time. McKinley, I want to let you know I got that book you sent me, and it looks great, and I'm going to try to get to it next week. We're coming up next week with the mainstream indie comics. It's kind of a misnomer. I'm looking forward to Radio Apocalypse, which may be in the same vein as the Furthest Place from Here this week, and that's written by Ron B, which got my attention. So I'm gonna be looking to find that. It's on Vault, and it's kind of hard to find in some places. And also Post Americana, one of my favorite books that's coming to an end with issue number 7 after being delayed for many months. So that's something to look forward to. So until next time, thanks for stopping by, everybody. Be sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button, and turn notifications on so you know when I'm making another video. So until next time, I'll see you guys in the funny papers. Hey, Don't forget to subscribe and leave a thumbs up.